here. Okay, yeah. They actually only take part. Okay, yeah. Okay, $9.
ไม่เสร็จนี่